Hello and welcome to the Parkinson's Foundation PD Health at Home Fitness Fridays. My name is Pandora Larsen and I am the Director of Exercise Therapy at the Power Gym, which stands for Parkinson's Wellness Recovery in Tucson, Arizona. We are the home of the Power founder and Power Moves creator, Dr. Becky Farley. Today, I am going to focus on strength, which we encourage you to do 2 to 3 times a week for 30 minutes on non-consecutive days according to the Parkinson's exercise recommendations. So let's get started. For my class today, I would like you to have a sturdy chair, a set of weights, a yoga mat, and a water bottle nearby to use as needed. We're hopefully going to have time to do 2 rounds of our strength exercises. The first round being in seated and standing, and then in the second round, I'd like to encourage you to come down to the mat with me. If you choose not to do that, that's perfectly fine. You could always rewind the video and repeat the first section and do it in seated and standing again. So to start out with, to prep you for eventually coming down on the mat, I thought, but what better way than to do power moves in a kneeling position. So let's get set up. I'm going to turn the chair and then get my yoga mat and put it out in front of it. And I want you to mimic me, okay? Once you have your mat out, come and stand in front of the seat of that chair, and you're gonna put your hands on the seat of the chair and then come down onto your knees. We are gonna face the chair for our power moves. So this is what you'll look like. You can turn and look at me to the side, or if it's easier to have a position where you're facing me, you can do that. For the video, I'm gonna just turn myself a little bit more so you have a better view of what I'm doing. Okay, so kneeling in front of the chair, I have my knees hip-width apart, and you can curl your toes under for more support. We're gonna start with a power up. So I want you to rock back, bringing your bottom towards your heels, push into that chair and power up, opening those arms up, drawing those shoulder blades together. Hands come to the seat of the chair, rocking your bottom back and power up, opening up nice and big. We're going for big movement here. Rocking back and power up. Good, hands come to the seat of the chair, rock back and power up. Good, I think we have the movement down, so let's go ahead and activate. We're gonna add some speed to our movement, right? So we're gonna move big and fast. So rock back and power up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. From here, we're gonna go into a twist. So for the twist, what I'm gonna have you do is bring one arm out. I'm gonna have you thread through. So I want you to reach across to the other side of your mat. Good, hand on the seat of the chair is gonna push into the chair, and then we're just gonna open up. Good, let's thread the needle again, and then open up as big as you can. And notice my eyes are following my hand. Let's do that again. Thread the needle and open as big as you can. Eyes follow that hand. Preparing one more time, making it as big as you can. Reach through as far as you can and open up as big as you can. All right, let's activate. Here we go. Thread the needle and open for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. We're going to do that same thing on the other side. So taking your other hand, I want you to reach through as far as you can. Good. Opening up as big as you can. Eyes follow that hand. Excellent. Reaching through as far as you can. Opening up as big as you can. Eyes following that hand. Keep going. Reach through as big as you can. Open up. Eyes continue to follow that hand. Let's do that again. Reaching through, twist, and open. All right, we got 5 more. Let's activate. Thread the needle and open. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hands come to the seat of the chair. All right, we're gonna jump right into the power step now. So we're gonna use that rock back motion that we did for the power up. This time I'm gonna push into the chair and take a big step forward. Let's pause here for a second, just power up and allow a stretch in that hip flexor. Good. We're gonna rock back now. So bring that leg back, rock your bottom back, and step forward the other foot. Pause here. Allow the muscles to stretch and open up. Good. Let's rock back and step really big with the other foot, as big as you can. As big as you can. Rock back again with me, stepping forward with the other foot. Good, we're gonna keep it slow for 2 more. Rock back and step. Rock back and step. It's time to activate. So we're gonna take that pause out and continually step, alternating legs 8 more times. Here, let's get ready and step. 1, as big as you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Woo! All right. That's a good warm up on the mat, right? Okay, so let's use our power step to help get us back up. So we're gonna rock my bottom back and take a big step. I'm gonna push into the chair and step that other foot. Both feet planted and power up into a standing position. Great, all right, let's clean our area up a little bit. So we're gonna bring our chair back out of the way here. Let's move our mat for now and move on to our strength. So with the strength, I'm going to use the exercises to resistance focus. So hopefully you grabbed a medium to heavier set of weights. If not, pause the video and go and grab a second set so you challenge yourself, okay? And then we're gonna go through, like I said, the first round's gonna be seated and standing, and then I hope to have time to move down to the mat. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and have a seat on our chair. Our first exercise is a seated dead bug, okay? So we're just gonna practice the legs at first. So what I want you to do, I'm gonna mirror you. So you're gonna start with your right leg. So push your left foot into the ground while you lift up your right knee. and then bring it down. Now we're gonna switch. So you're pushing your right foot into the floor while your left knee comes up. All right, so what are the arms gonna do? They're gonna work opposite of that leg. So push, left foot into the floor, right knee comes up. I want you to reach the opposite arm up. Good, come back. Now switch, pushing that foot into the floor. It's opposite of the leg coming up. All right, let's do 10 in a row. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, grab your weights for me. Moving on now. So if you're not already, come a little forward in your chair with me. I'm going to turn so you can kind of see me better. So I'm more forward in my chair. I'm going to lean back. So now I'm keeping a long back. I'm not rounding, leaning back like that and slouching, keeping a long back. I'm going to bring my weights up, keeping my arms next to my body. I'm going to press up at an angle and then pull back. We got 10 of these as well, 10 reps of each. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. I'm going to lower the weights to my thighs and sit back up. All right, facing you again. Keeping one weight in each hand. We're going to bicep curl our weights to an overhead press. So you're going to curl and then press them up. We have 10 of these. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oh, I should have thought creative ways to count, huh? 8, do you know another language? 9, 10. Excellent. All right, from here, I'm just going to move you into a different position. So I want you to scoot back, and then I want you to scoot over towards the right side of your chair. Let's go ahead and set one weight down so you can hang on to the chair, and see if you can't let that right leg fall down. So you're in a half kneeling position. So this is a little bit of a balance challenge, yes? Good. From this half kneeling position, you're going to do a slight lean forward like you're trying to get your nose out there. Arm is long, and you're just going to pull that weight to where the pocket of your pants would be, and then you're going to reach forward and pull again. We have 10 of these, counting backwards. 10, 9, single arm rows, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna just do that same thing on the other arm, shifting to the other side. I'm gonna push my weight out of the way. Good, so I'm back, seated farther back in my chair. I'm scooting over until this leg has room to come down on the side. Good, long arm, little lean forward, chair for support, toes curled under in the back, pushing into the floor, and row. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's scoot that leg right back onto our chair. We are gonna stand up now, so bring that weight with you, okay? If you need extra support, you could set the weight down so you could be behind your chair, for example, with one arm pushing into the chair, just for stability, or even more to the side might be better because we're gonna march, okay? So without the weight, you would just hold one arm out to the side, and we're gonna just do a slow march for 10, okay? If you can challenge yourself to use a weight with me, could look like this, either holding it at your shoulder or holding it above your head, slow march, stability hand pushing into the chair. If you do not need the chair, this arm comes out to the side, okay? So nice and tall posture, feet are hip width apart. We got 10 slow marches. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We're gonna do that one more time, and then we're working our way back down to the chair, okay? So maybe switch sides. Weight comes in the other hand. Again, pick your option. It could be without the weight, with the weight, one hand on the chair, or not using the chair at all. The option of holding your weight at your shoulder or up above your head. Slow march as you're ready, choosing which one works for you. 10 slow marches. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That one reminds me of our power rock, weight shifting from side to side. All right, working our way back to the chair. So go ahead and come back to your chair, getting all the way in front, looking back for your chair so you know where it's at. Grab your second weight. All right, so I do have my back up off the back of the chair. Feet are flat on the floor out in front of me. Shoulders are down and back. So this one, we're gonna lift the weights all the way up overhead, bending at the elbows, pressing them back up, and lowering them down. Now, if both arms are too much, I just want you to alternate arms with me, okay? Here we go. We got a set of 10. 10 is our magic number. 1, 2, try to keep the elbows in. 3, I'm running into the chair. 4, I picked this chair because it stands out with the black, because we have black chairs. Is this 5? I shouldn't talk when I'm supposed to be counting, huh? 6, 7, remember you can alternate arms if needed. 8, 9, Okay, we got one more. Hang in there, hang in there. 10. Should be feeling heavy by the 10th. Actually, should be feeling heavy by the maybe 7th or 8th, right? And then you know you have the right weight. All right, we are going back to those single arm rows. Go ahead and set one weight under your chair. Slide back in your chair a little bit more for me. We're scooting to the left this time. Let's start on the left. Just enough weight in your left hand to let that leg come down. Toes are curled under. This is our seated half kneeling position. Hang on to the chair for support. Long arm, lean forward and row. Counting backwards from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, switching sides. So bring that leg back on, scoot on over. Here's our seated half kneeling position on this side. Good, leg comes down, hang on to your chair for support. Weight is in your right hand. Tall posture as you lean forward and row. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get that leg back onto our chair. We have 2 more exercises. Let's go ahead and put this weight on the floor. So we did a dead bug. Now we're gonna do a bird dog. But what I want you to do is stand up with me, and you have 2 options here. You can come behind your chair and opposite arm, opposite leg work together. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you reach, okay? Or maybe slide the toe back for more stability. Let's stick with this one. I think I like behind the chair. So nice and tall posture. Remember, always pushing into the chair, because if you pull, it will move. All right, opposite arm, opposite leg. So we'll start with your left arm and right leg. So first I'm just gonna slide the toe back and reach. Come back to get ready to switch to the other side. If you feel comfortable, lift. We're gonna do 10 more. Official count starts now. 10, 9, here's your toe option. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, our final move is a plank. And I know what you're thinking. Yes, we're gonna challenge ourselves to a plank. So you could always use a wall. Bring your forearms to the wall or your hands holding a plank. But I want to encourage you to use the seat of your chair, okay? Spread those fingers with me. Place them on the seat of the chair. Step one leg back, then the other. So now we have our strong plank. Count to 20 with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Woo! Did you make it to 20? That was tough. Hopefully you did. If not, keep working at it, okay? All right, let's grab a sip of water. We've earned it. We've earned it. And then I'm gonna encourage you to come down to the mat with me. I know you can do it. You can do it. So grab a drink of water, and then let's go ahead and get our mats out. We're gonna do all those exercises, but a little different, okay? So remember, I'm incorporating balance challenges into this as well. So even more so now than in a seated and standing position, okay? So get your mat out. You'll still need your weights. Go ahead, bring your chair at one end. And we're coming down on the mat on our back. So if you use head support, grab that as well, and your weights, please, okay? So mine are underneath my chair. I'm gonna take them and put one on each side of my mat, okay? Using the chair, just like we did before, hands to the seat of the chair, lower a knee down. This is an option, okay? Bring my hands down, let my bottom sit to one side, and then bring my legs. That's one option, but maybe you have your own way of getting down, right? So we're gonna start with a dead bug on our back. If not, you can stay in your chair to that seated position too. Okay, so come all the way down. Great. Once you're on your back, have your head support as needed. One foot comes up, other foot comes up. Did you see me looking at my chair to see if I have room? I should have scooted down. Arms come up above our chest. So here is that opposite arm, opposite leg working together. So let's go ahead. We'll start with your left leg and your right arm. So you can either tap a heel down as that arm reaches over, or you're gonna extend that leg as that opposite arm reaches over and then come back to get ready. We alternate for 10. So choose if you're tapping your heel or extending your leg. Left arm, right leg, here we go. I just switched it on you. 10, 9, 8, actually the chair's become my target. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, relax. Lower those feet, lower those arms. All right, from here we need to get a weight in each hand. So either that could be rolling onto a side and picking it up, rolling onto the other side and picking it up, or with the weights over to the side. From a seated position, I'm gonna get a weight in each hand, go ahead and place them on my thighs and roll back. Once I roll back, I'm gonna bring my elbows slightly out away from my body, and we're gonna work on our chest again, all right? Pressing up, but for something different, let's start in the up position, and then we'll lower down and press back up. What's our magic number? 10. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, let's transition now. So carefully setting the weights down. Bring those elbows in, close to your body, lower the weights, rolling up. Transition to your knees now, okay? If you need more padding under your knees, you could also double up your mat, okay? We're gonna go into tall kneeling for our bicep curls. So I'm kneeling, I got my toes curled under for support, and notice my knees aren't close together, they're hip width apart. Curl to overhead press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, smile, it makes it easier, 8, 9, do I have you convinced? 10. Ooh, or turn some fun music on in the background. Okay, set your weights down. Half kneeling position now. So I'm mirroring you. So I want you to step forward with your right foot. So your left knee stays down on the mat. Single arm row, just like we did in the chair. Remember when we got in that seated half kneeling position? So now I'm challenging your balance, aren't I? In kneeling, now in half kneeling, grab one weight. Okay, using this leg for support, hand on your leg, slight lean forward. You could put your forearm, long arm. I'll turn it at an angle just a little bit. And we're gonna row, pull that weight towards your pocket for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, set your weight down. We're gonna switch to the other side. You can always put a hand on the chair. This leg comes back, step forward with your left leg. I'm mirroring you. Power up. That's what we say here. Nice, tall, powered up posture. Grab one weight, hand on your thigh or forearm on your thigh. Slight lean forward and row. Guess how many? 10. We'll count backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead and set that weight down. We are going to transition now up from half kneeling to standing. So if you have the strength and the ability to stand up right here, please do. Or that chair's nearby for a reason. I'm gonna come use the seat of that chair. I'm gonna power step, right? Push into the seat of the chair, power step. Now, power up. Great. Then, hopefully check, make sure you're not feeling dizzy. And let's come off the mat. All right, so standing, we're gonna do those slow marches again, okay? So using the chair as needed, you just need one weight, okay? Come off your mat if you had to step on your mat like me to get your weight. Remember, you could have a hand on the chair. Let's go ahead and bring that weight into our right hand. Hand could be on a chair. I could be over here, okay? Holding the weight here. Or can you bring it up over your head? How about that other arm coming out to the side? Slow marches for 10. 1, 2, this is a version of a power rock, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, slow on purpose. Could you toe tap? 8, absolutely. 9, 10. All right, guess what? We just switched sides with the weights, okay? So your choice. You could even hold the weight by your side for that matter, or at your shoulder, or up over your head. This would be the hardest version, hanging onto your chair, or your arm is out to your side. Knee lifts or toe taps. I wish I would have said that sooner. 10, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and lower that weight down. Transition, so we're coming back onto the floor, into that half kneeling position. So coming down safely, whatever that is for you. I'm gonna bring my hands to the seat of the chair, lower one leg, lower the other, turn and face you so you can see me. I'm gonna go ahead and step forward with my left leg first, okay? Grabbing that weight in my right hand, hand on my thigh or forearm, slight lean forward, and let's row, team. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch sides. Go ahead and set that weight down. Switching knees. All right. Grab that weight in your left hand, hand on your thigh, forearm, slight lean forward, and row. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Set your weight down. Tall kneeling now. We just have 3 more exercises. Tall kneeling. This is going to be a challenging one. So maybe we do go with alternating our arms, okay? So tall kneeling, nice and powered up. We're going to front raise to overhead tricep extension. You're like, what is that? Here's what it looks like. Right arm comes up over your head, bending at the elbow. Good, pushing back up and lowering down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tighten up those glutes, contract, contract. 6, ooh, keep my elbow in. 7, 8, good, we have 2 more, hang in there, hang in there. 9, 1 more. 10. I love tall kneeling and half kneeling. It just activates all those core muscles to support you. All right, 2 more exercises. Bird dog and plank, your favorites, right? Okay, bird dog, let's try it on the mat, okay? So you're gonna come to hands and knees. I'm gonna have you use your chair as your target for your reach, how about, okay? So I spread my fingers, my wrists are below my shoulders, my knees are below my hips, opposite arm, opposite leg. So here's an option. I tap my toe back as I reach an arm forward, come back to get ready, and then I switch, and then get ready. Other option is kick that leg back, push that heel till that leg is straight, get ready, push, all right. We have 10. We can do this. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you're ready to get that plank out of the way? Let me show you an option here. Bring your hands to the seat of the chair. Nice and long. Ooh, I'm gonna bring it onto the mat. I didn't think it would slip on this floor, and it does. All right, so I need my body to be nice and long. So I'm actually gonna scoot back a little bit more. Can this be a plank? Absolutely. Can you do forearm plank? Yes, on the seat of the chair. Or what if I do a forearm plank on the mat, on my knees, on my toes, on my hands, okay? You choose, because counting to 20 is gonna feel like a long time, but this is our last exercise, so hang in there with me. You can do this. You choose which plank you want to do. And get ready. Come into your plank of choice, whether it's toes or using the chair. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another option. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh my goodness. Woo! Hopefully you feel like that, and that means you worked hard, and I am proud of you. All right, we are out of time, but let's come back up to standing. Assess. If you feel dizzy, give yourself a second. Let's go ahead and pull our chair forward and have a seat. Great. Let's get you in a nice, tall, powered up position. Tuck in your chin with me, and we'll just take 3 deep breaths. And please take time to stretch after this. Deep breath in and out. In and out. One more, breathing in and out. All right, give yourselves a hand. You did an amazing job. Keep up with your strength in all your exercises. And I just want to thank you again for joining me for the Parkinson's Foundation PD Health at Home Fitness Friday video series. For more information about the Parkinson's exercise recommendation as a prescription for people with Parkinson's, please visit parkinson.org/exercise. I'll repeat that one more time. It's parkinson.org/exercise. Have a beautiful day.